Dorothy and with Scrapbooking, and this is layout one of these really wonderful papers called Evergreen. So this is in our new catalog, seasonal catalog that's for November and December of 2023. And our papers are going quickly. So this is just kind of, to me, it's wintertime pictures that can be or don't have to be Christmas. They can just be wintertime pictures out in the wilderness. So this is how I put it together. And don't worry about those corners. I kind of messed them up a little bit. But you don't have to do what I do. So here is the kit.
This is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I am going to show you Evergreen. So I'm going to start working on the Evergreen Workshop.
Evergreen,
once again, our three layouts.
There's the first layout.
Optional features.
And so the featured technique is embellishing with distressed oxides and gloss spray.
So you can
it's
see
totally
some
optional.
Bits of it up here.
I kind of went insane, and then my gloss spray kind of messed up.
Speckled egg distress oxide.
I'm going to have to doctor
rustic
my
wilderness distress oxide.
So
white
I
gloss
used
spray,
the speckle egg
blending
and
brushes,
the
and a
rustic
black pen,
wilderness
journaling pen,
distressed oxides,
and then
that I
the
had
paper trimmer,
from,
foam tape, scissors, adhesive,
previously
and
buying
ruler.
them from close to my
so
heart.
There we go.
And
so
I
what
also
I
had the
am
white
going
gloss.
to
But my white
show
gloss
you
kind of
is
got clogged up, and I
this is the instructions
think I kind of messed it up
for
with
all three
adding
layouts
water to
and
the
the
spritzer,
cutting
and
instructions,
I
which I am going to do off camera.
I didn't get the kind of spray
but
that
let
I
me
was
show you
hoping
all
to
the
get.
bits.
So anyway, I'm showing you all the other bits that come with
So we
this
have
kit.
this
So
really
these are
pretty,
some wonderful die cuts.
I love these
that are embellishment
fronds,
type die cuts.
and we've got they're delicate too.
Get it out of here. So we have the
some craft
that has leaves,
like
and
we've
look at
got
those
pine
wonderful
cones
pine
and
cones.
some
Those pine cones
leaves
are
and a
so
little
cool.
stamp,
and then a stamp,
and
then we've
white,
got this is French vanilla with
some
hearts
leaves
and flowers
and snowflakes and flowers,
and a
and
little
then we've
leaves,
got these really beautiful,
and then we've got these wonderful, I don't know,
kind of
pine or
fir
fir or some
branches.
kind of evergreen
So look at how
fronds
how
that are just really gorgeous. And
so anyway, those are
I love those,
part of
and all of the pages get some of those on.
Part of the decorations
so,
that come with
what I would do
this layout
is
and of course
go
it
ahead and
coordinates
remove
with all the
of
colors
these from
of
their
the
carrier
cardstock
sheets and just put them back
the
into the package, and it just makes
sticker
it easy
sheet
for you
so
to pick and
we
choose the
have
ones that you need for the
our
particular layout you're doing.
photo placeholders.
Of course, we get our
to remind us what size and where all the photos
a
go.
great sheet full of stickers.
And let's see what everything looks like.
So there's
here.
all the
so we've
stickers.
got, here's a stamp.
So we have hearts within a circle, and we use both of those separately.
Here are all the stickers, lots of greenery and pine
all sorts
cones,
of wonderful
some Christmas
evergreen
music.
Things, and then we have a pretty lantern with some music in the background.
With a lighted candle, and
look at that gorgeous paper.
Here's
Isn't
our
that wonderful?
paper.
I mean, so you can totally
this, like I said, it's
use
called
it
Evergreen.
for,
The papers, the colors are
your outside
acorn
pictures.
Black, French vanilla,
so
mink,
I'm just going
mocha,
over the different colors
pine,
that
sage,
comes,
and shortbread. Wouldn't you love to have some shortbread right about now?
Pine and acorn and
look at how beautiful
French
that
vanilla.
Is. It's really pretty paper.
Anyway, just really beautiful.
And here's
pages.
our music.
And then look at this wonderful sheet music.
And
on
the
back is
side
just
a real light
plaid on mink.
Probably mink.
And then we've got a
we've
craft
got
background
kind of a
with
craft
dots,
background,
and the flip
dotted
side
pattern,
is tone on tone.
And the flip side, I love
pine.
this. Is
Just
this
a
dark
really deep
green on green. So that's going to be the pine
saturated color of dark
green on green.
And of course, all the zip
here
strips
are all
that
of
come
our
with it.
die
Here are
cuts.
the sheets
so
of
once
die
again,
cuts
we've got,
that when you flip over the page,
2 sheets
then
of die
you'll see
cuts.
what project
and if you remember,
they go
our die
so
cuts
at this
all
point,
have
you could pop
the
out
project
all the
number
different
on the back side.
die cuts
so,
and put them with their
you know
appropriate
exactly which
project.
ones go
and
with
you could put those like in
which
separate
project.
plastic
And so
bags
I'll
labeled
be doing the same kind of thing I did
1, 2, and
with
3.
The
And so
silver
to try to
bells,
help
I'll
you
be
keep
taking
things
those
straight.
out one by one. Oh, now this is
So
a beautiful
we have some exclusive papers that come with
so
this
this
kit.
is probably the background.
So these are
going to
be background papers.
This is
so
a beautiful
just a really
green on
faint
green
tone on tone
color, and you can tell it's
they're
exclusive because there's no printing on the back side.
And
so
here's
that's
another
one background,
mink
and
color with a very faint.
I'm sure this is going to be a second background. Just a
sort
real
of like
faint.
that is for another background, another
so that it doesn't interfere
page.
with
and then we've got
all of the decorations or what have you that are going to go
it's one of the colors.
The pages. So here we have
that's sage,
acorn,
French vanilla,
sage, French vanilla.
You get a number of sheets of French vanilla. 2 of those are going to be base
Lots
pages.
of French vanilla.
And then you get
And then
pine.
this is a pine. So 3 French vanilla, pine, sage.
I went ahead and did all of my cutting
which is
off
this
camera
is one of our new colors.
and put them with their appropriate base pages.
Parts
to
of our whole kit.
Kind of try
here.
To
so I am going to go ahead
keep things straight.
and
doesn't necessarily work.
Do all the cutting, and then I will be back.
Chaos. So here we go for layout 2. I mean layout 1. God, silly girl. And I'm going to go ahead and pop out all of the Project 1 pieces from the die cut sheet, from the carrier sheet. And really, I would suggest go ahead and pop out all of these and get it out of the way and put it with your various projects. It just makes life so much easier. I mean, once you kind of get in the swing of popping them out from the sheet, you get faster. So that's what I would suggest. Now, you won't see me doing it that way. I wait until I'm working on, say, Project 2 to pop out the Project 2. But, just doing these like this, it really is easier to go ahead and pop them out. But I'm just kind of showing you which pieces go with which project. So I'm kind of going through and seeing if I've gotten all of number 1. And then you flip it over and look for the other pieces of Project 1, and you have some nice scallop circles and some plain circles. Here's another Project 1. Lots of Project 1s. And I love the scallop circles. And I love the little scallop strips. I do like scallops. I like to eat them too. Just saying. Okay, so it says on the instructions to distress with both rustic wilderness, and speckled egg. Now, my suggestion, because I read it, that you're supposed to do both of them on top of each other. I don't think that's what they meant. And on this one, I would personally just do, you can use whichever one you like. Both of them go well with the project, but I would use just rustic wilderness in the corners, in the kind of accent spots. So I'm just kind of looking at what pieces go where. I was looking for my layout mat. So I'm going to put the left page on top and then put the second page in another place so I don't get the pieces mixed up. So the nice thing about the layout mat is if you tack your base page in the corners, then you can hold the paper still and kind of use the numbers along the side and along the top and bottom to line up your pieces. And I will tell you that this piece actually doesn't go down first. So I've already figured out I need to tack those corners. I've done this before. It's not like I should have to learn every single time. This does not go down first, so don't do that. The first page, and the thing is, the exclusive paper, it's not as sturdy as our own cardstock and papers. Our papers are essentially like cardstock. They're a very thick paper. The exclusive papers, not so much. So if I had done this to our regular paper, it wouldn't have pulled up all the paper like it did here. But it doesn't matter. This is all going to get covered anyway. Oh, how many times do you see me doing things, if I read the instructions the right way? Anyway, so this goes down first. And I love this paper. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put my glue and try to figure out exactly where it's supposed to go. You know, does it go long ways, or does it go, is it up and down, or which way? So look at that paper on the back. Does that not look wonderful? So I have to go and look. Now what I would do if I was you is I would write the number, which project it goes with, and then put a little arrow of which way is up, so that you don't have to spend a lot of time like I did here. So it goes long ways is the bottom line. The longer dimension goes from side to side. And so there's like about 1.5 inches, 2 inches down, and about 1.5 inches over from each side. Just like that. So that goes there. Now we bring in this piece and add a little bit more, stick them to it. And all of my boo-boos will get covered up magically. It's a miracle. Look at that. All better. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so here's my scallop. And my scallop's going to go right under. I wish I had pushed that up to get it on camera. Well, there you can tell it goes right under, snugged up right under that piece of paper. The full length. So it's like 9 inches. So that's also how you know that the paper goes from side to side. So this next piece is going to be, this is the top side is the tone on tone pine, and it goes across the top as a little accent piece. So now what I'm going to do here is take the distressed oxides. I'm just kind of put some of the masking tape and hold things in place there, and kind of cover up the paper so I don't get the distressed oxide on top of the paper. So I'm going to take a little bit, and the reason why I put the scratch paper there is so you can start on the scratch paper and then go, and so you get a little bit less. Now see, that is a fine color. Now I end up adding the speckled egg to it, and it gives a kind of a different look. That's okay too. Kind of, you know, goes with the kind of bluish bottom. Now I will tell you that I kind of messed up my white gloss. I had to clean it out real good and unclog the spray. And I think I got some water in and I never should have done that. I should have put, see, it kind of came out messy. I should have put this into, I know better. You put it into a box. You get one of your Close to My Heart boxes, and you put it into, see, it didn't come out very good. And I come back later and go over this with some of the distressed oxide, the Rustic Wilderness, and I take my white gloss and I take the spray out of the bottle and then just kind of gently make dots, flicking it against my finger. So the reason why the white came out, you know, so pale in some areas is because it was mixed with too much water. And so I really messed up with that. And the thing to do is when have your spray, keep your box that your stuff comes in, and spray into your box to get your nozzle all cleared out and make sure it's going the way you want it to go. So I did that on the next layout, but this one got kind of got messy. So learn from me and don't make the same mistake. And one thing you can do is take, at the end of using your gloss sprays, is to turn them upside down and spray them to clear out your nozzle and the tube. So we have a remember here as a title, and we've got this sage, or no, that's not sage, I'm lying, that's rosemary. So the rosemary cardstock is going to be our background, color background for our photo, our 4x6. And so I'm going to put a little page protector in. Not a page protector. My goodness. I think I'm hungry. A photo placeholder. So we have the one that's, I'm going to go and put that on there. And you get just kind of like a little showing about 1/8 of an inch going around. And then, now if you wanted to put 2 4x6 vertical pictures there instead of the 3x4s, you could totally do that. That would totally fit there just fine. And then if you wanted to make another color background for it, you could totally do that too. So we have this nice little circle here, and then you have another circle that goes inside. So we're decorating our circles. And we have some little tags. Isn't that a pretty color? So you can put, I'm going to cut some of that off. You can use that for a date and put your date on it. Date and place. That would be totally cool. And we have another little tag that goes there, a little small tag and a little banner. So we have a tag there, a little banner. Not a lot of room for a date, is there? So we have all these little snowflakes and all sorts of little nice little decorations for embellishment. I don't know what that says. So I'm putting some of the anti-static pouch, running it across it to put powder so that it doesn't stick. And I'm going to put that little star flake, whatever you want to call it, above there and just have a stick 'em so the picture can slide under there without any problem. So it says Winter Wonderland, and that's what I was saying, is that these layouts are perfect for whatever winter pictures, at least in the northern hemisphere, that you have. So I've got a couple of my fronds, and this is where I just decide just get these out of there, because it's kind of like get them all out, and then you can just put them in the bag and you can just grab them from the bag. It just makes it so much easier. And you are going to use every single one of them on all of these pages. So it's not like you're going to have some hanging around and you want to keep them in the carrier sheet to protect them. Nah, you're going to use all of them. So just go ahead and make it easier on yourself and take them all out at one time. Whoop, took one too many out. And I'm going to use the stick-em from the tag to kind of hold those in place. You can always add a little bit more adhesive if you want to, whatever, liquid or the roll-on kind. And I just got too much powder around, but that'll come off. It's not a problem. So this is going to go under the picture. Now, if you wanted to, you could totally cut off some of that and just have a little piece. But, it just not that much. Quite a bit hangs down, so it's not that big of a deal. So then we have another snowflake or star, whatever you want to call that. And I love this little wheel of evergreen. I think that is just so cool. I mean, that would be a cool wreath to have on your door, something that looked like that. And, you know, there's a little star that goes there on the center of these pieces. So let's see, what else do we have? There's other things that are going to go on here. They have things going on the center, so it's kind of hard to tell. But as it turns out, there's some circles, tiny circles on the sticker sheet that can go on the center, like of that that wheel. And so you can see little circles there that have a little distressing in the craft color, acorn color. But you know, you could also put dots from the silver bells. That works really nicely with this. See, and they kind of look snowy. I mean, they kind of look like a big snowball. So I thought those looked nice with this kit. I think it just works real well with it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off and start on page 2. And there's the right-hand page. Tack my corners in place. And now we know, don't we, which page goes down first. I have to, I guess that maybe I'm partial to green. So I really love all of these colors. I just think I'm just in love with it. I just love this kit and all the evergreen, because you know right now all the leaves are falling, and so you know the only thing that's going to be left are the evergreen trees. So you know you gotta have to like those in the wintertime when your things can look so bleak and desolate. So here's another scallop that's going along the same, just like the first page, snugging up right to the bottom of our pine cone and evergreen paper. And then the same kind of thing is going on the top, just like the other page. So there we've got, so very similar. And the circle is going in there. Look at how nice that looks. So pretty. Such a nice stark contrast and beautiful snowflakes. Just really, really, really pretty. So we're kind of going to do the same thing up here. I'm going to take my masking tape and my scratch paper and just kind of put it up in the corner there and cover that paper. So the same kind of thing. I'm going to go around, do a circular motion with these little brushes. They're blending brushes. They, you know, work really nicely. They're kind of fun to use. I just don't know what I was thinking. For one thing, I was way too close. Just way too close. You're supposed to be at least 8 inches away when you're doing these sprays. But it's really better to, if you want to just take the whole nozzle out of the jar and just flick it with your, you know, knock it against your finger to get just the little dots. So I really messed up. I really needed my paint box to spray the paper, and just, you know, I haven't done it for a while, so you really need to play with the spray before you start spraying your paper and get a feel for what, you know, far away and close together, and how to make the kind of dots that you want to make, because these are not the kind of dots I wanted to make. So I am sorry. Don't do what I do here. So we're going to have one of the circles there. I do like these circles, though, I have to tell you. I could have just moved that up and really covered a good portion of that mess up. But I tell you what I did. I really did do. I came back after I finished all of my layouts, and I pulled this one back into my video room, and I worked over the spots with the rustic wilderness, and gave it a dark background, and then just splotched with my finger, banging the little nozzle against my finger to add dots to the corners. And so it doesn't look perfect, but it looks a lot better. And so I would say that's, one thing that you can do for making your dots. But goodness gracious, whatever you do, pull out your box and use that to work with your spray. And you will see me do that in the next layouts. So we've got these little die cuts that were popped out of their sheet. And we've got a little tag here that's going to go under. So we have a nice place to do some journaling there, a nice big card to journal. And so here we've got a 3x4, and it's coming down, so it's like 4.5 inches down and about 4.5 inches over. And then we have another 3x4 that is going to be, let me see, about 3.5 inches down on a slant and about 1 inch over from the right hand side. So there we've got our placeholders for our pictures. So I'm just going over all the details here of what needs to go where. Sometimes it's hard. You kind of have a hard time finding the things. Look at that wonderful thing is going right there. I like these stacked circles and circles with scallops. And I like how they're repeating the scallops from the strip at the bottom to the circles. And I like that big old acorn colored star, snowflake, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put a circle right in the middle of that. See, those are those dots. And I'm just kind of going through and making sure I've got all the things in the various places where they need to be. So we've got a little gray, little mink colored snowflake star. And, it's just kind of, there's a lot of pieces that go onto these things. So you want to make sure that you've got them all covered. And so you kind of have to do an inventory of each page as you're going through. If I haven't told you how much I appreciate you watching, I appreciate you. Thank you. And this is Evergreen. It is on the new Close to My Heart catalog for November, December. And it's along with Silver Bells. So the Silver Bells is maybe a little bit more Christmassy. This one's more wintertime. Look at these pretty pieces that are going there. It's a lot of interest. When you make a cluster, and you can add a lot of interest to an area. There's one of those dots from the Silver Bells embellishments. So we've got some more fronds. I told you there were going to be fronds all over the place on all of the pages. And so I'm just tucking some fronds in down below. You can put them underneath the stickers, and the stickers will hold them in place. And so there's one frond, and there's another. Now I could have moved those further up to cover more of my messy corners. But the clustered groups really make for an interesting page. Now down here, I've got the color. And this is what I'm talking about here. I took the little nozzle and I'm just knocking it against my finger to, that one got pretty aggressive. The one down below was really nice. I think I was frustrated, so I apologize. But the one down below is just exactly how it needs to be. So, but I still love the page. And like I said, I will doctor those corners and they will be nice. So here we go. I'm going to put these together. There's some of the pine glitter paper. You could use that and make some embellishments with it, and it would be absolutely gorgeous. I just had those from some other pieces. So here we go. Let me try to get this camera straight. Put my oxides away. And there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye now.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.